Hello and welcome back everybody to the first episode of uh, Evolution of Taming. So on this series I thought what we might do is start working on taming every creature on the island. If you're watching my other series, you're going to recognize this base from the Ark Solo, where we had a few different things going on. But we had a little starter base here. It's going to give us a little shack here, kind of keep our dinos and stuff around. We also have this trough here that we'll be able to keep our dinos fed. Our parasaurs are here from where we was doing some breeding and stuff over here before. So we do have a little bit over here. But today, I thought we'd start out with doing two different tames. I thought that was one of my parasaurs down there on the beach there for a minute. Didn't look like it was moving. So there's two things right here at the very start that are very easy tames. Nothing hard at all. And so I figured that would be a great start. Now, the trick's going to be finding them. There's one. We'll start out with a Dodo. That's what we found first. So, I'm sure anybody that's ever played the game at all knows how to tame Dodos. But we're going to start out with the very basic of basic and work our way up and tame every animal. It did occur to me that on this playthrough, I have not tamed a Dodo whatsoever. You scared the poop out of me. But anyway, so this is a male Dodo, level 8. Should be an easy tame. I'm kind of keeping an eye out for other Dodos. We only need one male. That's all it's really worth taming is one male. And as simple as walking up and just punching it in the face. That's it. Punch it in the face. And then it decides to take a nap. Alright. So, I don't think you need all those miho berries. We'll give you a few. And then you can walk off and forget these guys. They're that easy. Yeah. Done. Okay. You can stay here for now. Hopefully nothing will attack you. Oh, coffee, 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 coffee. And we'll see what else we can find. So the Dodos are a knockout tame. They're simple as that. You just walk up, you hit them in the face, they knock out, you throw some berries on them, they tame up. One of the easiest tames there are in the game. Nothing to it. And for some reason, I've been having a problem here lately with the amount of dinos that's spawning in to this island. I may have to go back and take a look at that, because the other day I was trying to tame thylacats, and I spent probably 8 hours flying around the redwoods just trying to find a thylacat to tame. It was absolutely horrible. I have never had such bad luck before in my life finding thylacats. And as you can see, there's really not that much that spawn down through here. Normally, there's Dodos everywhere, there's Lystros, Triceratops, Compies, Dilos. There's just really nothing here. And so I'm not understanding that. So I might have to look at my settings and make sure that I have the dino count turned up, and make sure that the respawn is turned up, because I mean, look here, nothing's growing back here. It's almost like the island's just froze where I've left it, because there should be some stuff growing back here. That's the closest thing we have. There should be trees in here. Anyways, that's not going to affect us today. Something I do need to take a look at though. We're just going to bring this guy down right over here. Taking his sweet time. Run, little Dodo, run. Okay, you can hang out right there. We'll go down through here and see if we can't find a female or a Lystro. Because the Lystro is the other thing I want to tame, because the Lystro and the Dodo are going to be your two easiest tames right off the bat. Now, what benefit are they? Well, since we've already tamed a Dodo, we'll talk about the benefit of a Dodo. For one, any organic material such as meat, or berries, or anything like that has a spoil timer. And so if you find something like that that's organic material, and the only thing you have tamed up is a Dodo, and you're not able to make a preserving bin yet, you're not able to make a refrigerator yet, throw it on a Dodo. They will keep it longer than it just being in your inventory or in a storage inventory. The second thing that's wonderful about the Dodos are, if you get a male and several females, they will produce a ton of eggs. Which for one is good for food. Eggs last forever. They're good food. They are a little heavier than carrying berries or something like that around. But you always have something to eat around your base. Just simply pick up the eggs, put them back in the Dodo's inventory. You get hungry when you're roaming around the base, swing by, eat you up some Dodo eggs. They're good nutrition. Also, it's going to be your starter into your very first kibble. If you want to make your very first kibble, you can use Dodo eggs to do that. Hey, it's a Lystro. Okay, so as you notice, we have Miho berries in our last inventory slot 0. So I'll walk up to this guy, and I'll hit eat to feed. They prefer Miho berries. Most of your passive tames, knockout tames as berry eaters, are going to prefer Miho berries. But this is a passive tame. The Dodo was a knockout tame. Like I said, this is going to be your two easiest tames in the game. Because the Lystro doesn't aggro, he doesn't get scared of you, he doesn't run off, he doesn't do anything, he kind of moseys around and waits to become your friend. The Dodo, they can't really run that fast from you. Anything else, you walk up, you punch them with the fist a few times, they knock out. Throw some Miho berries on them, they tame up. So this is going to be your two easiest tames in the game. Now, with these guys, after they're tamed, you'll walk up and you'll notice that you'll get the cue to pet it. So we're going to pet it. Pet it. Pet it. Yeah, that. Now, notice the green arrow with the plus symbol. What that's doing is it's giving us and anything else in it around its close area here XP buff. It doesn't work a whole lot for us. It gives us a little, but mostly for dinos. So any dinos that you have just kind of waiting around, say we're breeding T-Rexes for a boss fight. You pop a few of these guys around every time you go to check on them and level them up. You pet these guys, and it causes all your dinos in the area to passively gain XP and level up while you're doing other things. So that's the benefit of these guys. Also, they hold a little bit more in their inventory, so you can still use them as a refrigerator. They kind of just hang out around your base. you know, if you build in a spot that it turns out to have a raptor or something close to it, as bad as it sounds, these guys can be sacrificed. Because it takes the raptor will, you run past these guys, the raptor will aggro on them. It takes a second for the raptor to kill them. Gives you a chance to either escape or put a couple arrows in the raptor's head and kill it. So that's pretty much what these guys are useful for. Like I said, both are very easy tames. Nothing hard about it whatsoever. Let me get back over here. Come on, buddy. Both these guys can be picked up by Pterodon. So, when you get your Pterodon as your first tame and you want to shuffle these guys around, move them around, they can be carried by a Pterodon. One of the cool things about the Dodos is you can actually pick one up and carry it, and then hop on your mount and have your mount pick up another one. So you can carry two at a time. These Lystros, you can't pick these guys up. They're a little too big, I guess. But you can pick them up with a Pterodon. So we're going to bring this guy up here just right next to our Dodo. And we're going to let him hang out. There's no spot down the beach there, a little piece. We're going to go see if we can find some more Dodos and Pterodons. But I do believe I'm going to hop back over to the main base and grab a bird so we can fly around and spot these guys a little easier. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back, and we'll continue with our taming journey. Okay, so we're back with second flyer here. And so we're just going to fly down the beach over here and see what we see. I'm going to get away from these guys. Gamma up a little bit so we can actually see what's going on. And then that gets too bright. So it looks like we found another Lystro here. So let's see about picking this guy up. Like I said, we can pick him up with a Pterodon. Yeah. Although it doesn't really much look like we're carrying him. This is a male 36. So let's see what we had already. Because I don't know what we tamed. Okay, that works. Cool, so we'll just feed this guy up, and then we'll have a male and a female, which is awesome. I do know that we tamed a male Dodo, so all we need now is females from this point on. But this girl here I couldn't really remember, so come on, get hungry. There we go. Okay. And just like that, we're done. And as you can see, we got the little heart symbols above their heads. Awesome. Now, walk up. I'm going to hit pet. And as you can see, apparently they don't work on other Lystros, but on our Dodo here, our Dodo is getting a XP buff from us petting this. So if we do this, now we're getting double the XP buff on this guy. So he should level up here shortly. Even though it's a Dodo, so it doesn't really matter, but we will go level up here shortly. So now we need to find us a female Dodo. I believe we were right over here, and I think I saw a Dodo. So we're just going to hop off here. Take a look at you. You are a female Dodo. So we're just going to smack you around here. Come on, knockout. Knockout. It's also important to keep them out of the water, because if they get in the water, they will drown. So try to get in between them and the water and push them back the other way. And there we go. So we're just going to throw these mihos on this girl. I'm going to check this crate here. We don't really need that, but okay. And we're already tamed up. So let's just grab the rest of these. What are you? Female. Awesome. So we'll knock this girl out as well. Okay. You kind of want to go towards the water, so I'll get in between you and the water. You're knocked out. Have some mihos. Okay. We're going to go pick this one up. Pick up. Big chicken. I'm going to have you stop right there. We're going to hop on our bird here. And we're going to try to get things lined up. And there we go. So now we can carry two. Drop that there. Land our bird, and now we have our dodos. So that's about all there is to that. Like I said, we should be getting quite a few eggs off of these guys to have something to eat around the base. Just to kind of recap here, dodos are a knockout tame. We walk up, punch them in the face a few times, they knock out, we throw some miho berries on them. That's all there is to it. Lystros are passive tame. You walk up behind them, you feed them mihos, they kind of just hang out for you. So the next comparable thing is going to be a little bit more challenging, but I'd say the next step up is probably Dilos. Will be our next knockout tame. Of course they spit at you and stuff like that, and they're a little harder to knock out, but they're still pretty easy tame. And the next passive tame is probably going to be the little monkeys walking around, which I'm sure you've seen me tame before, because I love those little guys. But they're a little harder because they'll spook and they'll run off, and once they run off, you start all over with the taming. So they're a little harder than the Lystros, but just to give you an example, as you progress through the game, each tame is going to get a little harder and a little harder. But to start out with, if you're just starting out, this right here is a great start. This is food, this is XP, and this is a small chance of being able to get away from something really bad if it were to get after you. So these guys are very helpful in their own small little way, especially early game when you're just starting out, you're roaming down the beach. I mean, it's as simple as picking a couple of bushes and you can tame these guys. Level 1, I mean, it's as easy as can be. So yeah, just get you a little Lystro to follow you around, give you some little XP, tame you up some dodos. By the time you tame these guys and knock them out and everything, you'll probably gain some levels. So I'm a little surprised they haven't laid me an egg yet, but hey. And you can just breed these guys up, like breed them and breed them and breed them and breed them, which we're not going to do quite yet. That's going to be more into a how-to series that I'm going to do later on. So keep your eye out for that. Ah, come on. Come on. Really? I need eggs, guys. You were supposed to give me eggs. Just got through talking about how you give me all these delicious eggs. And now I need eggs. Not poop. I need eggs. We do have a garden that we need to rejuvenate, but I'd rather have eggs right now. Thank you. Alright. Anyways, guys, I know it's been a short video. I hope you've enjoyed. We're going to progress through this. Like I said, I think next we're going to tame probably some dinos. We may even get into taming some monkeys. But we're going to progress through this and try to tame one of every animal on the island. It's something I've never done before. There's a lot of animals that I have never tamed because I just didn't care to. But I do want to tame one of every animal. That is a challenge that I'm wanting to do, and it may take a while. This may be a long series, but I do want to do it. So, with that being said, we will get into taming one of every creature, at least one of every creature on the island. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit the like button. In the comments section, I will have, or the description section, I have a link to Patreon and all the events that's going on over there, and all the upcoming stuff that's going to be happening. That's where I'm keeping everybody posted. I do have a Discord link, or not link, but name and everything if you want to join Discord. All that's down in the description below the video. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.